Thanks for tuning in. Matter of fact, thanks for your patronage. Wildly inappropriate. See how I brutally honest it? Like, wow, that boy, wow. Don't you see them boys so crazy? Chilling with the homies, dog, Keon, Gary, and KB.
Well, you was gone, right?
We were both gone technically.
I was gone, yeah, for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you was on vacay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to go visit family, man, and brought Janelle around to see all family photos. You know what I love about, like, I love that Janelle is really tight with my sister. Like, they don't need me.
Oh.
So like it's like when they probably don't talk much outside of that, but when they see each other, they off doing their own thing. They're not like, it's not like, oh, I gotta have Keenan. You know, sometimes with spouses or whatever, they gotta have you around too. They'd be like, nigga, why you here? Nigga, we doing our own thing.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that my sister and Janelle get along very, very well. And, we met some other people that we didn't know like that. They were cool.
Wait, was it a reunion?
Nah, it was like my dad, he's trying to create his own thing. So he's trying to create this family. It's kind of like, I guess, a mini family reunion thing, to where it's just like he wants to do like a once or twice a year thing, a family gathering. Because we on his side of the family, we didn't have that. My mom's side used to always have these huge family reunions. So it was pretty cool to see, like, she brought her kids, the baby was around, we was fixing things. I will say appreciation goes a long way for men, because my dad was like doing everything. People were pulling him in 10 different directions. He was barbecuing. People kept asking him a whole bunch of questions, and you could.
Y'all was at his house.
He was at his house.
Okay.
I could tell it was bothering him, because even when I asked him, I say, hey, Dad, I need to find this thing. He was just like, so you don't see me doing, like, I'm this. Give me a minute, man. And I was seeing he was getting frustrated, right? And so I like about 10 minutes later, I walked up to him. I put my hand on his back. I said, hey, Dad.
Do you feel the back brace?
Nah. I put on the higher part of his back, like kind of like near his neck. Yeah, if I would have put it on his lower back, my dad would be wearing like a back brace just to wear a back brace and shit. But he was just, I was like, hey, Dad, I want to let you know, like, thank you for all that you're doing for us this weekend, and I appreciate you, man, and I love you, and like, just thank you for working hard for the family, man. I just want to let you know that we like, I truly appreciate what you're doing. And he was. And he's just, his whole language is just like, his whole body language changed. He was just like, hey, son, like, he kind of just shook his head. And then later on in the day, he was like, I want to let you know that helped me.
Yeah.
That made me feel good. Because he was like, I was feeling like I was essentially doing all this and nobody was understanding the work that I was putting in for the family. It was irritating me that motherfuckers was kind of being bratty here and there.
Yeah.
So he was like, I just want to thank you for making me realize that moment and appreciating me. He's like, that shit, like, it didn't break him, but it almost broke him to where he's like, I almost like, cried, because I was like, I feel like I was doing so much. So that was a good thing to see, just like being around family. You feel like you reset when you're around that much family too.
Absolutely. I have a burst of energy.
Yeah, he's like, you come back, you're like, hey man, like, cool.
I have a burst of energy. I asked my kids, I said, rate the vacation. And they was like 10 out of 10.
Is this their first vacation? Like,
no.
Okay.
No, not at all. We went to Mexico for Keelan's birthday. They've been to New York a bunch of times. They've traveled out of the country and all this stuff. But they said this was their favorite trip, and I said why, and they was like, because it was all family. It was like, and if Kyron's kids would have came, they was like, if our cousins would have been here, it would have been 100 out of 10. That was the only thing that was missing.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, we just like seeing our cousins and. Nana and aunties and uncles and all that good stuff. So they were like, and I think for the parents too, sometimes to break, like, my cousin is a single mom. So she, took I just took her baby. I was like, let's go do, you got people to watch your kids and you get a break. And
Right.
And then when it's so much family around, everybody don't have to be on high alert. Like, somebody gonna watch that baby. Somebody gonna pick up this person, help with this, help with that.
Yeah.
I'd probably say the only person that probably was like stressed was my brother, because he got a 2 and 3 year old. And
were they driving them nuts, or like?
It was just like, because everybody else's kids are older.
Yeah.
So my brother got the babies, and they're just, You know, like 2 and 3, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at my brother. He was sweating the whole time. He was running around. It was so much that I was like, "Whoa, I'm glad I got that vasectomy," because I couldn't do that stage again. Not every day. As an uncle, it's easy. Like, "Oh, come here, let me pick you up."
But I feel like Kendrick and Keelan weren't like that though that much, right?
It's just, I mean, no, they weren't that much, but still the carrying of bags and snacks and, you know, strollers.
Y'all can't
and
do
all
nothing on y'all?
Huh?
It's like y'all can't do nothing on y'all?
All the shit,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, I gotta say that. It's just like, yeah.
That's where Gary at right now. It's just all the shit. And you'd be like, oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't miss it at all.
So she met your mom.
Yeah. You know, we had that. We talked about how, you know, that meeting could go, and I somewhat prepped her, but I also told her too. I was like, I also was like just realistic. I was like, this is going to either be the funniest thing ever, right? It's going to be a hilarious moment because my mom is, or it can go away to where it's just going to be like, oh shoot, she's kind of like taking it there. And I'm gonna be real with you. When we got there, man, this is probably the best I've seen my mom in a while. When I'm talking about like sobriety standpoint. Cause you know after she had my mom had a heart attack.
Yeah.
And you know the doctor getting on her about diet and stuff like that. She still had her bacon. But she cut down on smoking.
Okay.
So when I went there, because I was expecting like the whole house smelled like cigarettes like it normally does. Got there, house didn't smell like cigarettes at all. She came out.
Are you sure though? Was your nose clogged? Like, how do you know?
Actually, Janelle. I said,
What's it smell like?
yeah, I said, am I tripping or does it not smell like a cigarette? She said, no, it doesn't smell like cigarettes. I said, all right, cool. I'm somewhat. Fuck you, nigga.
She's vaping now.
I don't know. She might have that I don't know if she has a vapor, but like so when we got there, my mom was in a great mood. She was happy. She was like, just finally get a chance to meet you. And I got at my mom,
she came with that energy, like
yeah,
my daughter.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, give me a hug, give me a kiss. This is my daughter. Finally meet my daughter.
Oh, okay.
She didn't get the whole daughter-in-law. She was like, my daughter.
And then she as she was hugging her, she saw you in the background. It was like, I saw the pod. I saw you talking shit.
Yeah, nigga. I ain't fucking with y'all, but I'm gonna make it look like I fuck with y'all. But no, my mom was great. We got in there, at her crib, she has a whole bunch of pictures all over the house. Mm-hmm. Like everywhere around the house is just pictures of us, the family, all type of stuff. So Janelle's like just loving that, just like, oh, yeah, who's this?
Your life.
Yeah, because she couldn't determine between me and Corey when we were kids. So she was like, is this Corey, this is Keenan? And so she's telling all these stories and, making her laugh. And there was a point in time my mom did go on a tangent, and I looked at Janelle, she looked at me, she was like, oh, this is what you're talking about. Right, so she had one of those moments where she was like, yeah, and this motherfucker did this, and I was just like, oh, and I was just like, just let you, so you don't think I was over exaggerating, so you don't think I was bullshitting you. I told you, but it was a funny tangent though. It wasn't like a tangent to where I had to reel her in. I let her have it, and it was a hilarious moment. And then we was cracking up, and so I got the love story of how, at least my mom's version of the love story about how my parents made.
That video was funny,
I posted it. And you got a chance to see some of her personality in there. Where it's just like you see her like
people was cracking up.
Yeah, hi yellow nigga, I see you. My mom she was on one, and then it was funny. So I guess to wrap that experience up, like they had a good time together. Janelle loved my mom. We had to drive back early because it was a crazy ass rainstorm to where you couldn't even see niggas just stopping and stuff. And it was. I think too, seeing my mom as sober as she was and as good spirits as she was, that's the best that I've seen her literally in years. So for me, I was so happy and proud of her. Happy. Oh yeah, I was so proud of her, man.
Hate to say it, but like shout out to heart attacks, but like damn,
it's like it humbled her.
It's crazy. Yeah. Why is that a thing for black people? Like, why do we have to have our life on the line to get our shit together?
I don't think it's.
I think it's people.
Yeah, but to say older people in general sometimes.
Most people aren't living that great.
Yeah.
Well, I don't be around, so I shouldn't say black. That's just who my family is.
But we all know the South in the mid. People not living right.
There's whether it's
so they had a little lard with their.
From a diet perspective, there's probably also like if you're living in a small town. Like my mom lives in a super small town, so it's like there's not much to do or even much to aspire to. Like even the teenagers are not trying to do anything. You know what I'm saying? They're just having kids. So it was good to see her in such good spirits. Because there's a point in time I was like, yo, my mom might need us, and it's just like, oh, she don't need us. For
Oh,
real. Like,
okay.
she's good. She's good to go.
Nice.
So she gave us, like I said, the love story. But then when I went back and told my dad about her version of the love story and even played it for him, I said, Dad, is this how it happened? I hit play.
Yeah.
He was like, nigga, I don't know what story she telling. That ain't what I saw. And I was just like, oh shit. I was like, oh. He was just like, he's like, I wasn't. His thing was like, I didn't really notice your mom immediately like how she noticed me.
Yeah.
Like I walked out, observed some stuff, saw the hose, and I had a hole in the room. So I went back to the hole in the room. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like, yo, is that Renee?
Yeah.
Man, the love of my life. I gotta have her. He's like, I don't really think I remember her like that. I was like, oh shit. And then he said, when I met her, he's like, I met her a second time because my mom was cool with his cousin.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, when I met him a second time, he's like, that's when I was kind of like, oh yeah, like, what's up? How you doing? Whatever the case
Maybe
may
she
be.
just mixed up the dates.
I don't think so. I think my mom saw my dad and was like, this nigga fine. My dad was a handsome guy when he was younger. So it was like, you can, and my dad had game too. So she looked at him. He said he had his shirt off. You know, he might have been fresh out of boot camp, I think it was. So he was probably in better shape than he was.
She probably saw him. But he was like,
exactly. He was probably like, I done got some overseas hoes already. I ain't tripping on some Brooklyn hoes, you know, in his head. So I think that he looked at the version different, was just like, I got with her and then we got together, but I wasn't like, yo, man, like
wasn't smitten.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah,
That makes sense.
It'd be funny to tell that story back to her, like, hey, Dad actually said that, and then let them fight it out.
I now want to get his version of the story and then see what you know.
He's like, I don't remember, but it wasn't that.
It wasn't that. And then there was some other stuff. Like I said, my sister was there. We got the version of why my dad, ended up, my sister's a side kid. She what I love about my sister. She's honest. She was like, hey, y'all, I'm a side baby. Like, she don't.
Hilarious.
She's not like on some like, hey, guys, I'm here. Don't kind of call me out. My sister's very open.
Just address the elephant in the room.
Yeah, she's from New Jersey, so she's very East Coast to where it's just like, yeah, I know the situation. My mom was out here thotting. She was getting it in. She saw something. She got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the kid that wasn't raised by the house, so, I do what the fuck I want to do.
And all this happened before 30, so it's allowed.
Yeah, so
the mistakes we make before 30 that creep up on you.
So I got, but I also got 3 different versions of that. I got my sister's version of how she found out, like that, all that stuff happened between my dad and her mom. I got what my mom's version was.
It's like an episode of Martin. When they were telling the how they met.
Yeah, I got the version that my dad said, and my dad gave me the version of like, yeah, it was this and this and that, and this happened. It was a break.
But somewhere in there, it all lines up, right?
Yeah, when I was
baby.
Yeah, the child. So when I went to my mom, I was like, "So what's the deal? Like, this is kind of like what Dad said." She said, "What the fuck?" And then that's when she went on her tangent, and she gave me her version of what she saw, and I was just like, "Oh shit!" And that's when Janelle was like, "Oh shit." So it was like it was interesting it's always interesting to see the perspectives of how people saw things.
It is super interesting, even just off the fact that in effect we're talking about like 20-year-olds.
Yeah,
right.
Like 20-somethings.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's crazy in itself.
Yeah, and it's like my dad being in the military, him going through what he went through, and then even the lifestyle that he's always had. It's like we're judging. As a kid, when you hear about that stuff, you're like, damn. But it's like, my dad was like, 25?
Yeah, we're judging 20-year-old behavior.
When you think about any of that, somebody said that recently when they were talking about there was some documentary, something was on TV. It was Biggie and Faith and all them.
Yeah.
It's like, they were like 24.
Yeah.
They were kids. Like, all this reality TV, they're kids.
You know what it was, though?
And they were older than us, though, so we're like, damn, this is crazy. But,
that's
like,
what grown folks be doing?
when
like,
you look
not
back
really
at stuff, man,
grown.
people be young as hell doing this shit.
But here, I think the difference, maybe the difference maker in that is that we look like we were young. I feel like that generation looked older.
My parents' generation for sure looked older to me. Like when you watch,
for sure.
when you look at the old athletes and stuff, and the guys had the cul-de-sacs and the thick mustache, and it was like, he was 22. You're like, God damn.
This is crazy.
What if that was all camera though? Like, how the camera adds weight. Camera just
that one they keep saying that's LeBron's dad with the cul-de-sac that's super buff.
Oh, Nate Thurman?
Nate Thurman. It's just like, dog.
Nate was jacked.
He
bro.
was super
He
shredded.
was like 25 in those pictures.
Bro, he looked like he was 40.
Working
Insane.
at shift at the mill. Bro.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Damn, but what did a 40-year-old look? How did they look then?
Beat,
Fucking
destroyed, like a pack of cigarettes.
yeah.
That's what they look
What
like.
an 80-year-old look like?
Dead.
Because like you look at it as now, it's like our version of 40 does look.
Oh, it looks way different. But I mean, there's been
We also got,
skin
yeah,
care and all
advancement,
kind of
Yeah. Do you think it's that, or do you think environment has a big part to play with it?
environment, work,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
all kind of stuff.
Wars.
Yeah, everything.
The stress of
shit.
possibly going to
Yeah.
war, bro. I couldn't imagine the stress of possibly getting drafted, dog. That would age me 10 years, dog. You know, I was
I'd
so
be
afraid of getting
freaking
drafted
out.
when I was younger. I was so afraid. Like when
September 11th.
not even just that. Even when I was a kid, I was just like, because I thought the draft was just going to come back around when I was 18, or was it going to be a thing that's
Yeah.
when it's going to happen? So I was so afraid that when I hit 18, that something was going to happen. I was going to get drafted. I was just like, what? How? And they said
I
that.
never thought about that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't a thing no more. So
Oh man, maybe because I was in a military family, heavy still. That shit bothered me. It bothered me so much that it too much at that age.
like quicksand.
Yeah, yeah, like quicksand.
We
Fuck
was
me
worrying
up.
about shit we had no business worrying about, bro.
But yeah, I feel like now the way we like, I guess it's technology. It's
The glasses. The glasses play a big part. If Gary was around in 1980, his glasses would be here. You know what I mean? With the glasses are different. The fashion's different. Everything makes you look completely different.
I wonder our kids when they
Them
start to
80s
see
and 90s glasses were diabolical, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back and look at that shit.
But you know what's crazy? They're starting to say the generation that's right below us. So I guess like we're millennials.
We're millennials, technically.
So Gen X or Gen Z
Gen
is
Z.
next.
Gen Z.
Gen Z, they're saying that like they're starting to age like our parents' age.
They
Because
look
a
like
lot
shit.
of them
They're-
look like shit.
They're stressed all the time because of social media. All of
Yeah.
them have anxiety. All of them, they don't know how to get off the goddamn phone. Everything stresses them out. Everything.
Yeah, right.
And then they're doing all the leans and the drugs and everything. So it's just like, and then you got Keelan's generation. They're calling. There's like these niggas have all been here before.
Alpha.
Alpha. These kids are old, and I don't mean old looking. Their behavior is so adult. It's hilarious. Like they just be over everything. They just the way they move and everything. It's just like I'm not doing that. Like I'm just.
Is that because that seems like it could be a Keon personality.
No,
trait. Is it their friends?
When I had that post that I have that's viral about the generations.
Okay.
People are like, I have an alpha baby. These niggas are so old.
Okay.
These new babies are just old. The COVID babies.
The COVID
They
baby.
just old.
They're not watching Barney no more.
Yeah, they watching grown stuff. They watching.
Oh yeah.
They're maturing different.
That's so interesting. Just when you see generations like that, kind of how they're evolving, and it's like maybe things are even somewhat resetting.
Yeah.
You know, in a sense. So
But what's funny is on that post, I'm reading the comments, and the only constant is that everyone hates Gen Z. Gen X, millennials, baby boomers, the alpha, everybody hates Gen
Well,
Z.
they're the youngest adults, so I think it's just
Everybody
natural
hates
for
them.
people to just hate
the youngest adult, because we were hated too when we were coming up.
Yeah,
Our
we
generation was
just hated
hated
it.
for sure. So it's like I think it's just that's the play of the game. I'm sure when they become Gen Z becomes around our age, they're going to hate Alpha and how they're acting or whatever else.
But
Be like-
everybody's still gonna hate Gen Z
well, you would think that they
because
would
no one
maybe-
has a beef with Alpha.
right
Well, they're not
now.
old
they're-
enough
yeah,
yet.
there's
But
no-
some people people hated Gen Z from day
Dude,
one.
you remember when you first started doing stand up? Every comic was like, these fucking millennials, these goddamn millennials.
But also,
millennials.
people didn't know.
For sure.
And that's one thing I said in the post. People didn't know what the cutoffs were, so we were catching a lot of the blame for. Like
Gen Z?
everything
But
was a millennial.
We're
and
older
that-
millennials though.
We are. We're
Yeah.
closer to Gen X.
X, yeah.
Right.
And so people were like, "There's a big split between the late '90s. I mean, because I think cuts off at like '96. They're like those '92 to '96 millennials weren't
Right,
raised
exactly.
like us. They're completely different.
They're different, yeah.
And they align more this way. And those are the people that everybody was complaining about. And they're like these millennials. And it's like, but that's not us. We're 80s
No, we're
babies.
technically like cusp
Yeah.
of Gen X.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to watch the breakdown and who people were talking about. So then in the comments, you see people's realization like, oh yeah, I meant them, not not y'all. And it
Yeah.
was like very interesting to see that.
But yeah, it's people just annoyed.
Yeah, it's just times.
By young, like even I was watching this debate. I watch a lot of those like debates. Those
Jubilee
one
things?
conservative.
Oh, yeah, I was watching the
Yeah.
Jubilee things or whatever.
Yeah, the Jubilees. Yeah, and like hearing a college kid speak,
Woo!
this is how you talk.
I feel like they're consuming so much information or learning so much stuff.
Yeah.
But they're not like actually comprehending it. So they're just getting it and they're trying to regurgitate
They get the information,
it.
and they present it with the confidence and the condescension.
Right,
like they're
right,
so
right.
fucking condescending.
Right.
But that's also just that. I think that's just a 20-year-old thing.
It's youth.
Yeah.
You just think you know shit.
You just
You
think
don't
you
know
know
anything.
shit.
And you want to be heard too. I think there's especially
Yeah,
right
because
now
you're finding yourself. You just became an adult.
right.
So you're like, I want my respect. I want my. It's a lot of things, but also too, you know, in their defense, when you get old, you just be like, ugh. Like so.
Right.
Yeah.
So we went to Top Golf, right? And we were pulling up, and there was these YNs outside doing nothing, They were chilling. They
Yeah.
were just all outside chilling. Me and Kylie were driving up, and we both at the same time was like, "Oh, these fucking kids!
Yeah.
They didn't do anything." And we were just like,
you thought
get,
about
you get to a certain age, you're just like, "Oh God,
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? What are they?" And they didn't do a. They were just minding their business,
Yeah.
chilling.
Yeah.
And it was just like some of it is on the adults. You just be like, you just don't like kids. It's the energy, the loudness.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
That's what bothers me now.
Yeah.
It's the noise.
Right.
I'm at
so
that
you're like
age.
official old.
The noise.
Yeah.
I'm like, you just be
Yeah.
like, nigga,
I love
we're
it.
golfing.
I love it.
I
I love
noise.
noise.
Here's the thing. I think I'm with Keon in the sense of, like, to me it depends on the setting. Like if the setting calls for us being and
Noise?
I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm all for
I'm-
you.
I'm dancing with you.
I'll hold your phone while you
Yep,
record.
whatever.
Yeah.
But when
If
it's,
it's
But
not a place-
who determines that? Who determines that this is the proper space for this?
yes,
So like,
space.
okay, what if that's started out as that, like 6 young niggas on a car, and now it's 20, and now it's 30, and now this has become
the norm of
the
this?
parking lot. You know what I mean?
that
The
we all
moment.
did.
a Top Golf,
Yeah, we
Top
all
Golf
did.
parking lot.
Yeah,
Niggas
I
But
turn
you
it
be
up.
like, God
Putting.
damn,
Niggas is
bro.
just putting on concrete.
You be like,
That's some YN shit.
God,
That is.
bro.
But it's
so
like-
that's where the irritation comes from. You pull up and you know the potential
Of what it could become.
be, and you just
Yeah.
be like, oh God,
and
there's
I'm
kids
not
here.
even fully mad at them because I remember I was that dude.
I
I
was
used to
too. Everybody
crank
was.
my music up super loud. My system was trash, but I didn't give a damn. And I would crank it up, and I'll be driving through neighborhoods. I didn't give a shit. I'll be driving when I see girls. I turn my music up even louder so they know, hey, your boy's here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like I kind of when I see it now, I go but I go
So
at
that's the
same
thing.
time.
We both did it, and then I laughed, and I was like, we did that shit too.
Yeah, it was
That's
like
the thing. I feel like I try to really be conscious of. I acknowledge I'm full unk mode,
yeah,
but
right,
also I'm not the one to be like, these fucking kids. I remember that. Like, give them a break. You know, like I hate when adults act like you didn't do the same shit.
yeah. So
Like,
Yeah.
I get it. It's annoying. It's highly annoying.
so you would consider yourself a cool unk. For the most part.
I'm the one. Yeah, I'm gonna let you rock, but also I'm still the adult. Like when I was doing a ship one time, and these boys, I think I talked about it on here before. I'm not sure, but these young black kids, you running around, they up.
Yeah.
It's 2, 3. They probably 19, 18, 17, around that age, and they run around with these girls and shit like that. But a couple of girls is white, and I don't know what came over me. Like I don't know what old black man, but I was like, hey, let me talk to y'all real quick.
You're probably like,
And I was like, have your fun, but be very careful. Running around, if she tell her dad, yada yada. If
Or her
one of
dad
them
catch you.
say,
Mhm.
and they was like, all right, we got you, OG, blah blah. And they were receptive, very receptive. And I didn't come over them like on some y'all better. I was like, hey bro, come here real quick, bro. I get it, but my nigga, be careful. Like, and they was like, oh, we got you, OG.
Yeah.
Wait,
We know.
what did you mean by that?
Because they were running around with all these little white girls on the ship, and I've heard of people get in trouble before.
Okay.
Where a dad catches his daughter in the room, and I didn't know she was 16. One, that's a thing, an age thing.
Yeah.
But two, just because what sparked it? I saw a group of white guys drinking, looking at them like they didn't like it,
Like a problem?
and I was
Yeah.
just like, so I'm looking out for them, watching these grown ass men
Yeah.
judge these young black kids.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was like, "Come here, bro. Let me holler at you." I was like, "You see the looks, you know." And they probably weren't even cognizant of it, but I look out for kids at this age now.
Yeah.
So I didn't like their energy, so it made me talk to them, but I couldn't check them because they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if they would have said something to the boys, then I'd have been like, "Hey, bro,
Yeah.
they ain't," but they didn't
Chill.
do anything.
Yeah.
They just had to like look at this over here. And so I was like, let me pull them aside and make sure.
So
they're
was your
aware.
concern more with the onlookers or with the actual behavior that
The behavior was fine.
could escalate into something?
The behavior was fine.
Okay.
They were honestly, because on the ships, there's only one food spot that's really open late at
Uh-huh.
night, so everybody be in there. And the kids are running around because they can't get into the club unless they're 18, because it's alcohol in there or whatever.
Yeah.
So they kind of just wander. They'll find like a spot on the stairs where they all hang at, or there's a teen club, but it's only for 13 and 17. So if you're in that like mid, it's like it's kind of hard, and you got siblings, whatever.
Yeah.
So their behavior was fine. They weren't being hella
Yeah.
loud or nothing. I wanted to tell them to be mindful of where it might go. Like, so I guess, where it might go, or, what y'all, I doubt any of the kids had their own room, so that's not really a thing.
Yeah.
But
I
was being protective, really.
Yeah.
let me ask you this: would you have been
That's a good consent conversation, I feel like.
Yeah.
that
Hey,
too?
verbal,
Yeah.
enthusiastic consent.
Would you had?
But even then, I think I was
Hell
like,
yeah.
But still be careful, because they're always.
Yeah.
I remember being 18. They were always hell yeah.
Yeah.
That don't change what her daddy think. That don't change what her
Right.
uncle think. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Would you have still
We got
stopped
voice
them with that
recorders
same
now.
conversation?
So what?
So we got voice recorders now. No, your daughter said, "Give me that dick."
Yeah, you big black monkey. That's what she said. Give me that nigger cock. That's what she
So
said.
you take it up with her.
Yeah, that's when you got to send the dad a whole sex tape. Like, hey, sorry, pops, but hey,
Yeah,
hey,
you see?
you see.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was telling her to stop. I said, please stop.
Actually, I
don't.
felt violated.
She ate my ass. I was like, damn, I don't know about all that. But would you have still had that same conversation if you seen them running around with girls that were black?
No, because there was no cause for concern for me.
Okay.
They were just young kids hanging out.
Okay. You feel like there's a better understanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do feel like the conversation should probably
We should have with all the
We
youth.
probably should,
sure,
but
for
I
sure.
just felt it was the white guy set me off.
they
It's
sparked
an,
it more.
it's an
they set me
extra
off.
layer
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And understandable, because it's like, especially when we already know that, especially the black guy white girl dynamic.
I just hate. You know where the mind goes. It's like, they don't care about these black girls. Y'all do whatever y'all want.
Yeah,
exactly.
But when you with
these
these ones, you got to be
precious
on
black
extra.
women.
Yeah.
And that's really what it was. Because I think if I saw
Right.
when I do see the young kids and they're all black, one sometimes I assume they're related. These are just a bunch of cousins running around.
Uh-huh.
And so that's one reason I don't do anything when they're all black. But two, just because I just feel like the dads aren't going to react the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you know what scarred me.
Are you saying that?
Jesus Christ.
Are you saying that the black girls' dads aren't on the boat? Is that
No,
what we're
nigga.
suggesting? Okay, all right, okay, I don't know.
Situations like that scar me because in high school, I remember this dude. He had football scholarships and everything like that. He was nice at football, and he got caught smashing this girl. And the dad walked in, and he made the daughter press charges and everything.
Yeah, there's several stories like
Several.
that.
Yeah, but it was like, it's, when you see it essentially live and it's like happening at your school, and you know the dude, and you know he was nice, like, and you know he's from a hood that like that football scholarship would have saved his life.
Right.
It happened at our school too, right?
Huh?
It happened at our school too, right? There were allegations surrounding someone, but that was like quickly like, no, that's not what happened.
Yeah, it happened in college
Yeah.
two times.
Damn, how do you
One
prevent
dude
that?
left. He left. He got on a plane, flight, left.
How do you
Man.
prevent that?
He's a pastor now. Scared him straight.
Understandable, and it's like, and
He was wilding. I mean, he
Yeah.
didn't do anything illegal.
Right.
But I'm saying his behavior did need to be corrected, but not go to jail corrected.
Uh-huh.
He was just a horny ass nigga, like doing too much. Like we would have games. Like let's say we had a game. Montana, we're right by the Canadian border. This nigga would like go across the border just to get some and then come back. Like this nigga was like doing too much for
Yeah.
pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So basically, what happened was all the different sports would be gone at different times, as you know, because seasons are different. So I think it was my red shirt year. So I was home. I didn't go on road trips. So I would throw parties and shit. And the wrestlers were going on a tournament. Basketball team was going on a tournament. I think it was just me, the volleyball girls, and all the girlfriends of the wrestlers and whatever.
Yeah.
Long story short, this one girl is letting niggas run train. Her boyfriend and
Define
her dad,
train.
It was like I saw niggas waiting in line.
Okay.
Like, and it was like, matter of fact, when I walked in the house, she was. It's funny. She was bent over the stove, and it was like, "You want next?" And nigga, she turned around like all comers, you know.
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
Jesus Christ.
I was like, "Nah, I'm good, bro." You know what I mean? Like, I just closed the door. I was like, "I'm
Yeah.
good."
It's
I forgot
like-
why I was even going. I was going over there to look for something, and somebody's like, "It's in
Yeah.
my room," and he's like, "You want next?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm good, bro." Her dad and her brother
Gay.
found out. Her dad and brother found out. All of a sudden, it was talks of rape charges and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And in my head, you know, selfishly, I'm like, I'm gonna have to be a witness. You know, blah blah. But dude just got on a flight. The next day, he was gone.
Okay.
Just gone.
And he was like the ring. He was the.
He was,
Okay.
you know, and the girl admitted, you know, she lied and she just didn't want her boyfriend mad and her, you know, her dad.
Wow.
Or whatever. But he was already gone. And then I heard.
And he's a pastor now.
I asked what happened to him, and they was like, "Oh, he's a pastor now. Like he
And what is
got
she
a
doing
family."
now?
I have no idea. Probably
Family
a mother.
married to a white man
Yeah.
happily. You know what's funny? I wonder what if the husband find out she got a. I do feel like.
Oh, he knows.
You think he knows?
Oh, he knows.
I don't know.
I don't
man.
think he knows.
I don't think she's married. I think she's a single mom. And I'm not slut shaming. I'm just making shit up.
I wouldn't put that.
from
I wouldn't put that past her.
what
either.
I've seen.
I wouldn't put that past her either. But I do feel like that white guys feel different when it comes to black guys doing things with their girls.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that, you know, if she got a black train ran on her, a black train. If she got a black train ran on her versus a white train, a freight train,
Yeah.
versus a little metro white train
Versus the BART.
versus the BART. I think those guys will probably be like, all right, that's just college, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna understand it. But it's like, oh, you let like 8
Honestly,
black guys run through you?
to counter Gary, she might be still have a family with him.
What, old boy?
Yep.
They got their. I hope.
That little because
What a
people
beautiful,
from
sweet
those
ending.
people from those places. When I went there, it was a whole different world of like. They do this. They still do the college sweetheart, high school sweetheart. Oh, we'll work it out. And then a lot of the
Yeah.
dudes are simps, bro. Like
Uh-huh.
real like.
Do you think that's
She
just
can do no
my
wrong.
bad.
The women were wilding in college, and all the dudes were very like,
Take what
"This
they
is
can
my
get.
girl. This is my
Yeah.
girlfriend." I'd never seen that many dudes cry
Okay.
over women until college. She broke my heart, man. But I was like, Jesus Christ, like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
And I didn't know if it was a age thing or where we were at thing or I've never seen these many emotional ass dudes over women before.
Would you say that women were wilding more than guys in college?
Absolutely.
From my personal experience, I felt like girls were way more like trying to they were trying to wild out, had the most fun. I think a lot of dudes that I knew were trying to they were taking what they can get,
Yeah.
or they were just like, hey man, if I can get essentially like if it falls in my lap in a sense, like I'll take it.
Now,
and
I
you had a
will-
few players, of course. but,
Yeah.
like,
Now, my college experience is obviously going to be different from like a bigger school because part of the reason is a dude would lock onto a girl because it wasn't a lot of like. It's like you got one of the good
Eligible,
ones.
yeah,
I gotta hold on to this.
And the
because
ratio is
the
disproportionate.
ratio,
Right.
you know what I mean? So like that's even the military dudes up there. That's how they were. They hated us because we were taking the military girls from them, and they're like, "Hey, we only have so many to choose
Why come
from,
they didn't
bro."
come get the college girls?
yeah.
We were taking them too.
What'd you say?
We were
What'd you
just
say
running
in the
everything.
car?
Oh, my boy, one of my best friends from college, his brother was in the military. And so he would come and visit, you know, here and there whenever I guess he was home. And, you know, military dudes, they wear so it'd be
Yeah.
funny to see him. He would go out to
Yeah.
like to the bars or the house parties, and they would be in full
Nigga, going to a house party.
in full uniform.
Full gear.
And I asked, I was like, so Gary, was he getting any other college hoes?
Like,
And
I don't, not that I can recall, but you know,
going to a house, I would say going to a bar like that, going to a house party.
Because a lot of them, though,
It's crazy
one, I
to
think
me.
it's mandatory for
Wait.
one
for who?
to wear their stuff.
Why?
I
Their
think
dress
maybe
downs. I forgot what the rule. You would know better than me. I forgot what the rules are. But two, a lot of them, women. You know, I love a man in
Yeah,
uniform, so they
yeah,
were
yeah,
doing
yeah,
it to
yeah.
pull. But
Playing
sometimes
beer
it
pong
is-
in uniform is
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy.
on base is fine. If you're doing it on base, it's probably dope. But it's like, I don't.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, we would go on base all the
Okay.
time. The girls would give us passes. You know, the passes
Mm-hmm.
because the alcohol was cheaper.
Yeah.
So we go buy alcohol and base.
Can you give me a good tissue, Gary? I can't keep using these napkins.
It was significant for college, and 2, all the black girls are on base, so that's where I went to get my hair braided.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
We've been traveling so much that we inevitably got sick, because that's what happens when you're not sleeping well. You
said you were going for how many weeks?
We were gone, bro. I was essentially gone. I had got off a ship, was home for a day. We went to New York for 2 days, went to Jamaica for a week, back to New York for a day. I came back, went to Houston, just got back.
Oh, for you. So you personally, you was out, not that whole.
And I got to fly out again Thursday. And then so I've only been home a little bit, but the kids and Cotty too, we traveled for 11 straight days or whatever.
Yeah.
And at first we were fine, but drinking every single day is wearing your immune system down.
Oh.
Then you're traveling, and then so in Jamaica we were fine because we were sleeping in. Because I noticed it's not the traveling, it's the lack of sleep when I start breaking down.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were fine, and then when the trip from Jamaica to New York to home, not a lot of sleeping happened. And that's when everybody started getting sick, so we got all the tissues or whatever. And so Cotty said the funniest shit, because our nose was running to the point of it was like falling out. Like you couldn't stop it.
I know.
And she goes, oh my God, this is how Keenan lives? Because if it is, I just feel so bad for him. Because this is terrible. It was one where I didn't get up fast enough to get the tissue. It fucking hit the floor.
Yeah.
And I was like, she was like, is this how he lives? Because she had tissue in her nose. She's like, this is insane. And I was like, yeah, I have a newfound.
I thought she would feel worse for Janelle.
What she has to deal with?
Yeah.
I think if it was just me, she would have felt for Janelle. Because her nose was running. She felt for him. And we was like, God, I have a new empathy for this nigga's struggles, because this is awful. It's annoying.
Well, it's also one of those things that, like I said, this is my life now. So for me, it's so normalized that it's annoying, but it's not probably as annoying as it was for y'all in that short period of time. We're just
I was so annoyed, bro.
I can't do this.
Because it was like 2 days, and I was just like, this is hella annoying. And now we're at the point where everybody's pretty much over it. But now all the snot has gotten really thick. So that's why I keep playing, we're coughing all the music off.
Yeah.
But I was telling Cotty, I was like, so it's going to lead to a question. I want to know y'all weird, sick thing that you do. Because I was telling Cotty, I love the end of a sickness when all the snot gets hard, because you pick the best boogers.
Oh, okay.
You get those huge, ridiculous boogers that all done dried up here. And I was like, this is a weird thing.
That's a good one. Ooh.
Yeah, I'd be like, because I'll feel it, and I'll be like, go in there under the nail.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, this is massive. And I was like, this is a weird. And then I started thinking, I wonder
but they feel good when you pull it and it's like a string of snot and it doesn't end. You're like, yo, that's like the whole sickness right there. That's it.
So I was like, what's y'all weird shit that you?
Mine is hawking up a loogie that I feel like my chest is congested, and I hawk up a loogie that I'm like, oh, this is like the end of this is like all of it. Those ones that feel like this is the whole thing.
That are
There's
dark
no
brownish
yeah,
yellow.
It's like you're working on it for a while.
And it's the freedom.
And then you see that's the one right there.
This how you know niggas.
That's all the virus.
This how you know niggas getting over. We talk about sickness and getting over it. I guess for me, it's like
It could be any weird thing. It doesn't have to be a sickness. What's your weird shit?
Oh, a good poop.
I know somebody would hear that. He's gonna hear that and be like, "This nigga enjoys picking huge boogers at the end of his sickness." Yes,
I enjoy a good poop too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll join in on the sickness part.
A no wiper?
Huh?
A no
wiper? Just like any
when
good.
When you go and you're not. Oh, that's it.
I'm like, yep, that's it. That's the whole thing. It. I could just get up
if I wanted to. I'm a wipe, but I know ain't nothing gonna be here.
I'm getting up. I'm proud of myself.
You said nigga be having skid marks, nigga. For me, when I know, I start with the sickness thing is when I throw up and I know that's the end of it. I just whatever was in me that messed me up is gone.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd be like.
You be happy?
I'd be like, oh, that's gone.
Yeah.
That is out of my system. I needed that. Now to go live life.
After a good throw up, you'd be like, I needed that.
Yeah.
I needed that. I'm good.
Cause
I think there's something that indicates like the end of a sickness. Like I think that's like we feel like with sickness, it's like it has a climax.
Okay.
And then like, oh, that's the big finale.
Like
Boom.
the end of fireworks.
Yeah. Yeah. Pop, 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 pop. Boom. Now it's over.
You think it's a freedom thing? Like I got myself back.
Yeah, cause especially if you're feeling like trash for this however many days, you like it's like you kind of like I think you kind of realize like damn it's good to not be sick.
Yeah.
'Cause when you've been
Yeah.
especially if you've been sick for a few days, you're just like damn you're having to adjust your lifestyle. You can't move the same. You're groggy, whatever the case may be. However you're sick, and then when you get it out of you, you're like damn like.
So
I like feeling.
So what is your
regular.
life now? Does it ever go all the way away?
What are you talking about?
Because
What are you
like you
talking
say,
about?
you're always it's always running. It's always. So do you ever feel healthy?
Do you ever clock like, damn, it's been like 4 hours. I haven't had any.
Like, yeah,
issues.
what's your version of our like, ooh, I'm back to normal?
So I I mean this is normal for me. So
Yeah.
like this is I don't like this is not like when you be like Keenan, you're always sickly. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm never sick.
Yeah.
This is not
Interesting.
sick to me.
So what's sick to you?
Sick to me is like a shutdown or like like I got food poisoning, I'm throwing up, or like if like if I got both nose going, I'm going like and then you can hear like me super nasally. Like I feel like I don't sound super nasally right now. I feel like I sound regular. Maybe if I don't know. Who knows if I get rid of this,
interesting.
I might sound like a whole different nigga.
Yeah,
like,
that's so interesting.
My voice might change. I don't know.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm so used to this being like this. This isn't sick to me. This is regular life.
Because like me, how you sound right now is you're holding back. Like you don't want this knot to fall, and that's how I am when I'm.
That's
a
how I
little
sound when I
sick.
talk.
Right now.
Really, right now?
Like you sound how I think I sound right now.
Oh, I don't think I'm holding snot back. I just let it roll, baby. Like,
Yeah, I think you sound fine.
I don't try to stop it anymore. I used to be embarrassed by it when I was like a teenager. That's why I used to always hide. I used to duck under like this. But now,
Wake up, Keenan. It's like,
and
I'm not asleep.
now used to happen to me. I'm not sleeping. Get up. Go to the detention. No.
If you put your head on your desk one more time.
So for me, that's why you see me doing it out in the open now because it's like I'm not about to hide this shit. Like it is what it is. And then when you meet more people that are like, oh, it's just allergies. I have allergies too. I'm like, oh, we're in the same community.
So I wonder.
Could you date a girl like that who had your same condition?
You know what it was? Because he said condition.
That's why I'm laughing. That's why I'm laughing.
It's a condition.
Yeah, I could.
You could?
Who am
You'll
I?
be forgiving?
Yeah, I would. I would love it actually.
I don't know, bro.
Why you say that?
What if
I don't know.
what if you seen her giving you head and you looked down and she was grabbing it?
Yeah. That is a trauma bond.
She was grabbing it.
Yeah. Hold
Or what if you seen her? What if you seen her
Damn.
doing it and she took a little?
Damn.
Here's. Okay.
What if hers is worse than yours and you just like, yo, okay, my shit is bad, but it ain't that. Like, come on.
Okay, so I remember I saw porn before, and I guess she was going so crazy. Like she had eyes dripping, snot was coming out of her nose, and I was like, ugh, this is nasty. So I guess if it's like that, I guess because I wouldn't want that type of nasally mucus on my dick. I feel like I'll start to get like bacteria infections and stuff like that. So I'd be like, this is not. A thing. Especially you say she wiped it on it, dog. That's fucking insane.
But here's the thing.
But if she does what I do,
Be honest. If it was would you win in Rome it? If you were like, if you guys were in the height of you saw it, would you stop though?
Nah, he wants.
I'm not stopping because I think here's the thing. This is why I love my wife, man. I'm sure there was times I felt it when my nose, it's like here, nigga.
Oh, wow.
It's near
She
my
kissed
lip. No, she didn't kiss
Oh.
me, nigga. She didn't kiss me, nigga.
Like you making out. Oh, okay.
No. When we having sex, like I'm on
Okay.
top of her.
Okay.
And I guess
You
when
think
I'm
she could see it?
Oh, there's no doubt because Janelle's a call out. Like Janelle, every time she can see just when it started, she'd be like, my nose is big. So she see when it starts, she'd be like, hey, you starting to drip. You better start to drip real
Hilarious.
quick. Might want to wipe that before we go outside.
I couldn't imagine
Wow.
seeing a nose about to.
And so, no, what I did was I have multiple different moves. when I feel it dripping like that, because I don't want to stop mid sex and go grab a tissue. So I'll either go next to her, and so now I'm just on the side of her. I'm on the
Wiping
side.
on the
Put it
pillow.
on her pillow.
I just let it. I let it drip on my pillow. So I let it drip on my pillow. Or sometimes if I know I'm very nasally, I'll switch positions, and I probably keep my shirt on. And so if I'm
Wipe it on your shirt.
doing a doggy style, just
Nice.
and then you gotta.
So
make
how often are you washing your pillowcases?
we watch like our sheets and our clothes, everything once a week.
Do y'all have to have sex on your side of the bed? Has that been established?
No, but we usually use my pillow for things. Like so if you use my pillow.
What do you just flip it up like turn it over for sex and then turn it over for sleep? Like this is the clean side. We about to get nasty, and it's just white stains and shit on the other side.
It's very one. It is on the rare side. Like I usually, you know how women this is the funny part, right? Or whatever.
I'm back with you. It's a fucking condition. 'Cause this is insane.
It's chronic. Yeah.
So
It's insane.
so you
I
know
feel
how,
like there's a surgery for it. I don't know why.
I think there is a surgery for
There
it.
has to
Unless you
be.
can get it corrected.
There has to be.
Yeah. So you know how women go to the bathroom before they have sex sometimes, or
Yeah.
they'll like they go
Shit, women,
before and
I'll
after.
be like, let me get this last pee out before we start.
I don't know. I like to hold it in.
I
like,
don't. I
like
hate
having
it.
sex while I'm.
I
gotta
hate
pee.
it.
When I was
I can't sustain.
I love
it bothers me,
same
bro.
thing.
Oh,
same
it's the
thing,
best.
Same thing.
It bothers
me.
me.
When I was younger, I was able to do that. When
Oh, yeah,
as
I
I got
love to
older,
pee. I gotta get it
have to
out.
pee beforehand.
Oh
Same.
nah.
Or
love it.
I'll start going. I'll be like, I gotta pee.
I go soft.
bro.
Yep. I've been.
For real?
Yeah.
I go
shit.
soft for sure. But like, so when I go to the bathroom, you know how niggas go to we're gonna go there and clean up or whatever. I go there and I just try to get as much out of my nose, and I try not to blow either, because I also don't want to be like, hold on,
Right.
be right back. Like,
Yeah.
and she's legs wide open,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like, oh gosh, this nigga.
But you think you think it would bother her though? She used to it now.
I think
Like
that,
if you cleared it out, she'd be like, "Good, get that shit out." You don't think she feel like that?
Nah, I think Janelle can be turned off very quickly.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
So I don't risk it.
Oh,
So I mean, I've done it before, and we still did it. But she'll say something. She'll be like, "Did you get it all out? Did you?"
you can't go in the living room.
And she's big. She's.
Or,
I
like,
love how she's still
hide
being
under a
subtle.
blanket and like drown the sound. Or
There's nothing. There's no room that's far enough away.
damn,
She definitely addresses it delicately, though. It seems like.
And those type of moments, yeah.
Okay.
During out the house, she'll roast me.
Okay.
She'll be like, shut your snotty nose ass up. She'll be
Wow.
like,
Hilarious.
titches all over the house.
That's crazy
Hilarious.
for to be an adult and still be called a snotty nose. That's crazy.
I mean, is it?
That's
Yeah.
wild. That's wild. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. You're supposed to age out of that.
I mean, for those who have allergies out there, does your family call you out? Because I
I
feel
love
like,
that you call it allergies too.
yeah, it is. It's not allergies.
I don't know, bro.
It's a condition. We don't know what
If
it
it's
is.
year round, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because allergies is usually a season.
Yeah.
It's spring. The flowers are.
Do you
know,
feel the same effect anywhere you go? Like it doesn't matter the climate. Like have you been overseas and like
Or like
you know,
when you're
just
when
in
you're
cleaner air?
above seawater,
Yeah.
like the air
Does it-
thinner, does it change?
Right? Does it change?
Sea level, sorry.
I think when I went, I will have to. I can't remember when I went to
Humidity.
Denver.
Yeah. Have you haven't factored that stuff in? Like traveling, being on the road. Like on my nose, it's less rainy here. I feel like.
There has been times when I do go to the south. I think when I first get there, it isn't as bad. But then I feel like when I'm jumping from inside the house to outside the house,
Okay.
that since if you're dealing with humidity and then not humidity,
Yeah.
it's like it does kind of mess me up.
Okay.
But
I know there's a surgery.
I think there is. I think somebody said you can go get like a surgery for like your like a nasal type thing.
Yeah.
And it might be. I wonder is it something because like I said, Janelle's had to say, oh, it's because you're eating dairy. I cut out dairy for like 2 months,
How was
3
that?
months.
Saying
It was nothing. It was nothing. It was the same
Yeah.
shit.
like measurable.
It's got to be something. It's got to be something in there to clear it up. But I think climates do play a factor though, because
Yeah.
going to school in Montana, where it's not as high as Denver, but it's up there,
Uh-huh.
and the air's so thin. When we first got there, we couldn't breathe when we were hooping because we weren't used to it.
Yeah.
And then once we got used to it, and the air up there is like, when you live in LA, and you go other places, you realize
It's
how
solid movie, too.
clear the air is, like that you're breathing. You're like, oh, this is some good air.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
then you come back and you're like, this is shit.
Yeah.
And so that's why I liked Gary's question. Like, do you feel? Because I know I feel a difference when I'm in different climates. I'm like, oh, this is
When I'm not in a
this is
big
good.
when I'm not in a huge city, I think I do notice it because I'm not dealing with a whole bunch of pollution and a whole bunch of stuff. Now, if there's a lot of pollen in that area, then I still get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be because like my mom's side of the family has this like they have allergy issues. My brother's is not as bad. My mom has allergy issues. My aunts have allergy issues, and they have runny noses. They got to keep tissue on them at all time. So it's like, runs in the family.
Your brother has some nerve saying that you look like your dad. It's like, nigga.
Bro, there's like literally, if
You guys look like the same people. Like, what are you talking about, Corey?
that's picture with my dad's shirt off or whatever, that looks like my brother.
Yeah.
That looks like a same complexion, same cut at the time when he had his hair at the same age. Like Corey, I think my dad was 22 or something like that in that picture. At 22, Corey looked exactly like that.
Yeah,
I didn't look like that.
I had to comment. When I saw his comment, I was like, the nerve, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you guys all look just like him.
And at first, I didn't see it. I feel like I see it more now that I'm bald, but I didn't see it growing up as a kid, to be honest with you.
Y'all look just like him.
Like
just when I first met him, I was like, Jesus. She's like, your mom didn't even, her genes didn't even try. Like,
I would actually, I want to do, people do this. When the parent looks so much like another parent, do they purposely say it doesn't? Because we used to go out and be like, you look just like your mother. I'm be like,
in the eyes, you look like your mom.
okay.
But you look like your dad. Like, y'all both look just like your dad.
So you got Arizona coming up?
I'm in Phoenix, House of Comedy for 6 shows, 28th to 31st. Trying to hit that black rodeo.
I was gonna be out there at that time.
Yeah, that's what happened. They booked us that same time last time. We had hella fun.
Okay.
It was,
Yeah,
and
it
it
was
was
a good
more
time.
black people at my show than I ever had in Phoenix because they were all out there.
Oh, that's
Now,
dope.
granted, I had some things go my way. I think Casey and JoJo and somebody else canceled too because it was a concert. So the black people were looking for something to do.
Gotcha.
So they pulled up to our show. And so yeah, I'll be out there. So I know you blacks will be out there. So y'all pull up. Whites too. Y'all pull up.
The blacks.
The whites. And then after that, I got my flapper show out here on September 12th. And then
Yeah, I got a chance to slide through and support. I supported Keon threw your boy up, man.
yeah, somebody in the show. You never know.
You never know, man.
Throw them up. Go do it. This next one's gonna be. People already got their tickets, so I know this next one's gonna be good.
Good. Yeah.